Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here, this time with a 10-win Shaman arena in TGT. This was my 10th win, and I hadn't recorded the earlier games because early on it didn't look particularly good. But this deck did surprise me. It surprised me a lot. So there we are with the 10th win. So it's 10 and 2. This deck's pretty decent. It's got Power Mace. It's got 2 zombie Chows, as well as a Fire Elemental. So it's got some reasonably decent cards. Lightning Storm is also good for board clear. So all in all, nothing dramatically special about this deck. I mean, there's an Earth Elemental as well, which is okay, I guess, although I'm not a fan of the Overload effect. Another Fire Elemental or 2 would have been good. Another weapon or 2 would have been good. So I didn't really rate this deck initially, hence why I didn't record the earlier games.
Thrall versus Gul'dan.
But it's worked out.
So shall be mine for Doomhammer.
Defender of Argus, also very, very good. Just in terms of taunting up your minions on the board, protecting yourself, particularly good at the end game. So this is the last match. It's against a Warlock. Now this is a match I lost, but what it does show, I suppose, is a contrast to the previous game, which I was able to win quite convincingly. Now, based on this starting hand, you'd sort of think, you know, I'm in a relatively good position here. I've got double zombie Chow. So, sort of debating here, do I coin out the second Chow, or do I go with the young priestess? I don't know, maybe if I'd gone with the priestess, maybe the outcome of this game would have been slightly different. I'm not sure. The priestess zombie Chow combo has helped me in previous games. I don't know. If I'd gone with the priestess, one of those Chows would be on 2 health right now. Seeing with something like an Imp Gang boss, that could be significant in terms of preventing trades.
Did you bring some fish?
Okay, so 2 Lightning Storm totems, not Lightning Storm totems, sorry, Spell Powered totems on the board. Getting ahead of myself there, thinking ahead to Lightning Storm. This Warlock is very much a sort of a zoo kind of Warlock, floods the board with minions. So 2 Spell Power totems is generally fantastic. And yeah, it would appear that I'm in an okay position. I won the joust there. The Warlock's at 24 health. The question for me now is, how do I trade on this board? And this is also the disadvantage of having 2 zombie Chows, because you can do face damage, but the zombie Chows just heal up your opponent when they die. So the Power Mace is pretty decent. I can clear some stuff on this board. I'm very reluctant to hit the Imp Gang boss, the 2-1, because I don't want him to spawn another Imp. I'd rather he made the trade into one of my minions. So, contemplating whether I should kill it or not. If I do, it will just spawn another Imp. I don't think there's a point in that. I could kill the 4-4, but do I really need to? Because the Ogre Brute, when it attacks, it has a chance of missing and hitting something else on the board, so I'd be hoping it hit one of the Spell Power totems. Okay, so I make some trades there. Okay, and this is of course the other problem with having spell power totems on board there. The young priestess buffs a totem rather than a minion. That's unfortunate, but okay.
For the Lich King!
So, in this situation, my opponent actually has the advantage, I think. That Spectral Knight is going to be quite difficult to remove. I was really hoping to roll a 6 on the attack power rather than a 5 there. Unfortunately, it was a 5, so that's pretty annoying. So now I've got to think about how I clear. And you'll notice the Warlock's now back up to 30 health, so that's really not good for me.
What you want?
Wow, that was pretty lucky.
Well met.
And I think this was the beginning of the end for me.
Best seats ever!
Now just flooding the board. The Lightning Storm, if I'd had the Lightning Storm here, I think I would have won this game. Unfortunately, I just didn't draw it. And the Mad Bomber, absolutely terrible. I was hoping to snipe down, sorry, one of his minions at least. That was just absolutely terrible.
Reporting for duty.
And now, just more flooding the board. I think, again, I'm just too far behind now to catch up. There's a Defender of Argus, but can't really taunt anything up. So now I think it's just a case of trying to remove as much as I can from the board, or remove the biggest threats from the board. So that Spectral Knight has 6 attack.
Behold the might
Oh wow.
of Stormwind!
Well played.
Thank you.
So I'm in a lot of trouble here.
Lead.
All of my plays pretty much involved. All of my plays from this point on pretty much involve trying to limit the damage I take. Again, just praying for that Lightning Storm. I could still win this game
Reporting for duty.
with a Lightning Storm, potentially.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
Maybe not now. So, with a 10-10 on the board, there's nothing I can do. Absolutely nothing. So, this was a situation where I just got outvalued by the Warlock.
For Argus.
Previous games worked out because the double zombie Chow start just gave me board advantage, and I drew into Lightning Storm when I needed it. Even if I was only using Lightning Storm on 2 minions, you know, that was still fine if it gave me board advantage.
Well.
And that's it. So, all in all, I went in not liking this deck very much, not expecting very much from it at all, but it did okay, and as the games went on, the Zombie Chows, the Lightning Storm, so on, Defender of Argus, all had value, which was really good. And the games just got better and better until, of course, this last game with the Warlock just didn't work out, unfortunately. But this is my best TGT arena to date. I had a a 6-win deck with a priest, a 7-win deck with a mage, and now this 10-win deck with the shaman, which I wasn't expecting. I don't usually play shaman at all, so in arena or in constructed. But since the new cards came out, I thought, well, we may as well just give it a try, see how it is, and all in all, well, to go 10 wins, that's reasonably impressive. So there's a very good chance I'll be playing more Shaman in the near future. Thank you very much for joining me. Please have a look at my YouTube channel. There are more videos on there with arenas and games in constructed, all pretty much organised in playlists. So do check that out, and I'll see you next time. Thank you.